Hi Scorpio, I hope that everybody's doing well. Before we get into the reading, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. When I was sitting with the energy, I was hearing Whitaker. I was also seeing an expanse of water and the number 3. It looks like there's a choice that you're making. It may be related to family, even a moving situation possibly. Even thinking about like what's going to bring you a sense of happiness. Looking at the Page of Pentacles, I'm seeing this be a theme for you. This was also coming through in the pre-shuffle. It looks like you are receiving help that you had been looking for, receiving assistance with something that you had been looking for assistance for. Somebody's coming through in a way that seems quite reliable and trustworthy, and I'm seeing this person show up for you. This may be a spirit guide, it can be an earthbound guide. Hi-yo! Hi! Oh, is my cat, for anybody new tuning in. Saying hello to everyone. But yeah, maybe it's an animal. Something. Can be someone. It's like how to go towards what you want. I'm seeing a lot of focus on like you and your personal desires, but there may be some other people that are also like somehow intertwined in this. The 10 of Cups to me felt very much related to like you and maybe what you identify as like family. You may also be getting financial assistance from someone. Potentially. Let's see. Could also be about getting some sort of help when it comes to help or assistance when it comes to your job, feeling maybe stressed out about something, maybe feeling a bit overwhelmed. This is also about like leaning on people that support you, people that will help you, asking for help, exploring resources. There's something more deeply to look into when it comes to the things right now that you're feeling are quite heavy for you. The more you are like immersing yourself in that, it looks like there's something that you're going to realize that you may not be seeing right now. It's like even something that didn't occur to you that then occurs to you because you're looking into it. Or something that was less obvious. And that leads to quite a shift in perspective. There's a necessity for you to take the time, though, to focus on this. As I said before, whatever this thing is right now where you feel like you're experiencing some pressure, some anxiety, something feels quite heavy, something feels stressful, overwhelming, whatever that is that's going on for you, if you allot time to sit with this and to look more deeply into it, there is something that you are going to realize. This is what the guidance is for you to do. Something about needing to look into this. It even seems like it's going to help determine what to do moving forward. I was hearing the word resign. For some of you, you're moving away from a job because you don't feel like you're being compensated enough. It's like you're putting in X amount of energy and being compensated maybe half as much as you think you should be, half as much as maybe you think you're worth for what it is that you're doing. And there's a lack of fulfillment because of, at the end of the day, not feeling valued for what it is that you're doing and what it is that you're showing up and bringing to the table. Feeling, again, like you're not being valued in the way that like you receive value and appreciation, feeling like there is a lacking of that, and so feeling a lack of connectivity to what it is that you're doing. And I mean, us feeling valued, it can look so very different in us deeming something as compensation can look very different too. It's like some people may see that as money, some people may see that as like attention, some people may see that as one-on-one time. There's so many different words of praise, so many different ways that that can work, and it's all about like what you see as you being shown that you are valued for what it is that you're doing, and again feeling like there's a lacking of that. And for some of you, this is based on like resources financially, where it's like, I can't keep doing this, I'm stressing about money over here and I don't want to feel like that anymore. Or like, I'm putting in all of this work and I don't feel like it's appreciated, and like, why am I doing that when maybe I can feel appreciated elsewhere? And you may be deciding to go towards something because at the end of the day, when you get to the bottom of it, if you are doing something for the sole reason of you like loving it and feeling passionately about it and being moved by it, it's not about like, it's about what you do and not about what you get from it. And that may be something that's occurring to you now, because you're like, if I were doing something and it weren't about the money, it weren't about the compensation, it was just about me doing something that I love, that I feel passionately about. It's about like the work and not about like how people receive it. Focusing on the work and not about the result. If I were so focused on that and choosing to go in the direction of what I loved based off of that, it wouldn't matter whether or not people were like compensating me or showing me this or showing me that, whatever, because the work that you're doing is important and you feel like you're meant to be doing that thing, and nothing can take that away from you, nothing can change that, because you feel moved by it, because you feel connected. And nothing 3D wise can like remove that from you, that connection. It's just something that clicks and locks in. So because you're in a space where you're like, I'm doing this thing and I need this much compensation to feel like it's worth it to me, and I'm not feeling that, this may be like a much bigger revelation to you than just being like, okay, this job isn't working for me, I'm going towards another one that will pay better. It's like, this is becoming like a whole philosophical thing now about why it is that you do what you do, and how are you going to find something that will actually be worth it to you to go towards. And I'm seeing there be a focus where it's like, I want to do something passion based. I want to go towards something that moves me towards it. Wow. You may feel as well that this is going to attract more balance into your life. And you may also feel it is quite justified for you to make this move. And maybe you hadn't been seeing that before. Because this can be a situation as well where you're like, I'm staying in a situation because I feel obligated. Meanwhile, it's not resonating with you. And it's like now you're realizing that you're not obligated to stay when your logic becomes going towards the thing that you want to feel connected with. So whatever hang up you had that had been like keeping you in a space, whether it be like expectations, obligation, like what's this person going to think? What's that person going to think? It's like you take away all of that. Then you think about like, what's the right thing for me to do here? Seems as well like this is rewriting something connected with your history, too. There's something here about looking into your history, looking into your past, and that being relevant to what this is that's happening right now. And it seems even like you correcting something. It feels even like rewinding back to this space where your path split and going all the way back to where the path split and choosing that other lane. Choosing to explore another direction. Even going back to what you wanted when you felt connected with what it was that you were doing, or you felt passionate. It's like thinking about what you wanted, like even as a child, like what was I interested in when I was small? What did I feel passion towards? And maybe even starting there to lead you to what's in alignment for you as far as what it is that you're pursuing. I'm hearing, what do I want? Sometimes too, I've found that to be extremely helpful when it comes to finding things that you genuinely are able to immerse yourself within. It's like thinking back to when you were small. What were you interested in? Like, what amazed you? What were you fascinated by? What did you like to do? Even if it's not going to become like a major job of yours, it can help get you connected with activities that you feel connected with, which just like breeds more like motivation and passion and connectivity. It's like it wakes up that part of your brain. It strengthens that connection with you and your sacral energy, your creative energy, and your solar plexus. It's like what you do with that, what you make with that, what you create. So yeah, maybe you're like going back to your roots in some way. Seeing something feel quite surprising to you about the way that it comes together. There's a sense of unity that had not been expected that kind of blows you away. It's like having a connection with something or someone that very much catches you off guard or surprises you. Something you didn't expect to happen. Something you weren't expecting to be there, I'm hearing. I'm looking at Neptune, Virgo, Libra, and Mars, and Taurus. I'm seeing there be like a surprise visit for you. I'm not seeing this be necessarily a physical visit. It's like, surprise, your spirit guide knocking at your door. I'm very interested in the placement of this tower. It's like something knocks you back on track. See, you feel very divinely connected with something here. I don't even know what this is. It's like plan to be shook about something. Because I'm seeing a tower is coming to fruition. Spirit's giving you the heads up about this. He's like telling you about the plan that's unfolding and what you're meant to be doing. There's like something about a flashback to the past here. And it gives you a direction and insight on what it is that you're meant to be going towards. But this may be something new for you that you're taking a chance on. And it may be like unexpected. Because to have the Fool on the bottom of the deck, the Fool represents, it's a very like innovative and creative energy. It speaks about stepping into something new and feeling like you're beginning a journey going in a particular direction, and it may not be something that you're completely familiar with, but you're taking a risk, you're taking a chance on it. And I mean, like, Uranus energy in and of itself is very like spontaneous and can be unexpected. It can be like you think that you're gonna be like going straight on this path, and then all of a sudden like the car jerks and you're like skewed in a completely new direction. Like that's the Uranus energy. And this may also be you deciding that you are going to like go in the direction of a big change for you. It even seems like in a way something massive is happening, and now it's about figuring out what you want to do with that. What do I want to do with this thing like unexpectedly showing up with in my life? Are you getting what you need? If you're focused on reciprocity and equality, if you're focused on your values, do you feel like something's going on that's not in alignment with that? And so you feel like you're left wanting. It's a situation where you realize that it's never going to be enough for you because it's not right for you, or something doesn't fit, or something like isn't, it's not, I know we keep saying it, but it's not in alignment with like your truth, with like how you see things to work in a right way for you personally. It's like something is out of balance when it comes to that. And you may even feel like there's a lack of moral depth, a lack of integrity, And I'm seeing you move more towards like the Libran energy of like balance and integrity, and like doing things in a way where one feels like they're like equal rights and stuff like that. Something in alignment with like one's morals and values and beliefs. And you may be realizing that even like a belief or what you thought was right in a particular way, you may be looking into it further and being like, why do I believe that? Like, do I actually believe that? Does that resonate with me? It's like you've grown up doing something a very particular way because like that's what was modeled for you. Even something about an offset of power. And now you move to a place, Scorpio, where you're like, do I actually agree with that? And like, I've been living in this way and like something has just not been right. And it's like realizing that this thing doesn't actually agree with you. That's why you don't feel connected with it, because it's not actually in alignment with like your moral truth or your values, your value system. Hi-yo. O doesn't usually show up during the readings. Maybe some of you have a special connection with like an animal or a pet or animals in general, because she normally stays off camera. Very interesting. What I'm getting is that this may be a moment that feels somewhat groundbreaking to you in some way. Hi, baby. And it's very different than maybe like what you had expected to do or where you had expected to go. I love you. So yeah. I guess this is where we're going now. 22:22 on the time when I looked up. So I'm looking at Neptune, Virgo, Libra, Mars. I am hearing Pluto. Taurus, the Sun, and Uranus on the bottom of the deck. Okay, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.